points are non-existent.
Get your notes in order. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Coffee and D&D. I am your host and dungeon master, Coffee Horse, and we are on episode 7 of our Prophecy of Odeecass campaign. With me today, I have my great players. I have Cody playing Stygius Numera.
Good evening, everyone.
I have Hunter playing Rico Thornblade.
Well, hello there.
I have Damocles played by Toast.
Hello.
And I have Quill played by Dimry.
Hi.
So I'm going to do a little recap for you all. Not a whole lot happened. Not a whole lot happened last episode. You guys did what you had needed to do in the town of Musgraves, and then you guys spent most of the time traveling. After traveling from Musgraves to Charest, you learned that all of the town's guard and some of the town's guard and the clerics were requested to go to the town of Saloon. You guys happened to go to the tavern and ask one of your second favorite bartenders, Dargarg, why all of the clerics and town's guard left. He told you that there was a threat of a dragon attack in the town of Saloon. So you guys were like, okay, we should probably go take care of that. But before, Stygius decided that he would go get some supplies for his wizard shit from the cleric Sharon Temple. He walked inside and learned real quick, after the door was a pull, not a push, that you don't really go in there when no one's in there, because the voices and the void in there will consume you entirely. After finding his way out, you guys traveled to the town of Saloon, getting there right as the sun was setting. And that's when you saw it, the shadow of a dragon. As you guys got closer to town, it swooped down and came down to fight you guys. After you guys whooped its fucking ass, only being able to get one acid breath off and almost killing Stygius, you guys felled the dragon, and Farah was standing there clapping her hands with the rest of the town survivors and Ron, and they were chanting, "What do they call you guys? What is your party name?" And that is where we are.
Oh shit. So sorry, the reason that I'm thinking or laughing here is that we just talked off recording about this, and this is what the town is screaming at us.
Yeah, the town is screaming out, "What do they call you guys?
Dank Stank!
The Dank Stank!
The Dank Stank." All right, they go, "The Dank Stank? What?"
The Dank Stank!
They go, "The Dank Stank!"
And I turn and lead around and, "The Dank Stank?"
I don't know, it was spur of the moment, I panicked.
All right. Well, the Dank Stank it is, I guess.
So they all run up, they pick you all four up, and begin hauling your asses to the bar, chanting Dank Stank the whole time. Dank Stank, Dank Stank, Dank Stank.
Hell yeah.
All right, you guys are brought to the tavern, where you see Ron is picking up the pieces of what's left of the half-acid declapsed tavern. Looks like the about a quarter of the tavern and inn was collapsed from a giant acid breath, but it still looks like there's plenty of room. People start to go in and pick up stones and throw them out of the giant gaping hole in the side of the tavern and fix the tables so everyone can have a seat. They sit you down. What do you guys want to do?
I'd like to order a round of ale for me and my friends.
Okay, you see Ron is sitting behind the bar, picking up pieces of shambled debris, trying to find his tankards.
Okay, so I'd like to help him pick his work area up because it's the polite thing to do, and then he'll serve me booze faster. So W.
All right. Ron goes, oh, well, thank you. And you proceed to help him. He finds the tankards. He grabs a bottle of pirate's rum. Quill, are you still in your wolf form?
No.
No?
No.
Okay. He brings out a couple bottles of pirate's rum, fills all of his tankards, all of his good tankards, and slides them all in front of you. You guys each have 3 to 4 tankards full of ale, and Quill, you have half a crate of pirate's rum in front of you.
Thanks, Ron. It's good to see you again.
Yeah, it's been a little crazy.
What's been going on? Why are all the people from Saloon, or from Shar, in Saloon?
Well, because of that dragon. When you guys had defeated, I don't know, that Shar warrior outside on the bridge, Stygius here told the town guard that there might be a dragon attack. So we prepared for the worst. We called them over, and they got here just in time. They got here in the morning, and then just before you guys showed up, the dragon came and attacked. I mean, all I was sitting behind the bar, and I heard this very loud roar and the sound of strong wind. In a moment, I saw part of the bar ceiling collapse and melt in a flash. I got everyone that was in the bar into the cellar. I ran out into the street, and I saw the dragon, and I knew I had to get anyone and everyone I could, and I had to shuffle them into the cellar. That's when I saw the clerics come out of the saloon temple, and they started moving people. And they were moving them into the basement, into the cellar. So, like, I still don't understand. How the fuck did you four do that? Also, Quill, who's your new friend here?
Oh yeah, Ron. This is Damocles. Damocles Ron.
Pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Ron.
But, like, how the fuck did you four do that?
Why, it was really quite easy. You see, I just hid to the side.
Well, I don't know what I expected from you.
And I nearly burned alive.
It could have went one way or the other. That kind of makes sense. So, the other two did most of the work?
We don't like to gloat around here. It was a team effort.
Well, of course. I mean, y'all had to play some role in it, even if it was a distraction and a pussy, so...
Whoa. Pump the brakes there, big guy. Don't
Hey.
talk about my main man Rico like that.
Quill knows me. I say what I mean.
I mean what I say.
Well, glad we're on the same page.
Well, I can say we don't recommend it, that's for certain. But we managed to pull it off, mainly thanks to, yes, these two here. But I'm glad that the preparations got here in time. Did you save many folks?
We saved as many as we could. We got some of the farmers. We got some of the saloon clerics and one or two of the trainees. We were able to save the mayor and the high priest from the saloon, but we did lose a lot of commoners.
That's too bad.
And also several towns guardmen. They were viciously eaten. It was quite gruesome.
Well,
They gave their lives defending their city.
That I agree on.
indeed.
He pulls up a tankard. He goes, cheers.
Cheers!
Clink.
Cheers.
Cheers, mate.
At that moment, as you clink, another tankard comes in. And you guys see a half-elf with dark hair and pale skin. You would recognize her as Freya Sharil. Freya Sharil. Well. I'd have to say I'm impressed.
And who are you?
Big man, you know me. I'm the high priest of the Shar temple.
Oh, I don't get out much.
You literally brought the guy that I tortured in the basement.
Look, man, I'm really bad with faces. I apologize. Drink a lot of booze too. So one way or another, I'm forgetting something. But I know what you're talking about. I know the situation. I was there. I know that. It's all right.
Well, you guys deserve the drink anyways. That's some good work you four did.
Thank you.
Any cricket noise.
I'm curious if have you heard of the ambush that's supposed to be coming?
Yeah, you remember you told me about it.
Yes, that's right. My goodness, I look over to.
We
Dan
apologize. That was many episodes ago.
It's been what, 5 days?
It's been many
been so
episodes
long.
since we last spoke.
It's been about 10 days. It's been
been
about a week.
1 week since I looked at that.
It's been about
So-
a week, guys.
Hey man, it's maybe a week for them, okay? For me it's been like 4.
It's been a rather long week.
Yeah,
True that.
yeah, you can say that again.
Yep. Well, what preparations have you done for that?
I was only able to bring my people here in time. I got here just in time, and I lost a lot of clerics. We got into town right as we saw the dragon, and right before it attacked, it yelled for my queen. And then I noticed a brand on its wing of, I think it was Tiamat.
Tiamat, eh?
Yeah, I think she's bringing dragons over.
Well, this could.
That name's been coming up a lot lately.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's a bunch of rogue gods that think they deserve this land, so of course, those
And
names are brought up quite a bit.
Did you say dragons?
I'd assume this is the second dragon that's been, heard of. I mean, there's the really big one. I don't know if she's bringing them over or this big dragon that's been seen in a couple areas is. It was actually just seen not too long ago off the coast of Lathander's Leap. It attacked a boat. It might have spawn. It might be having eggs, and it might have brought another dragon with it to protect it.
Well,
And, the only place that could be is if they have a camp somewhere. because it
Telling
wouldn't
me
just
that
be
there
the
is a dragon outpost somewhere in these hills.
More like there's a bunch of cultists that follow Tiamat, and they're helping protect that black dragon's eggs. In return, he works for them.
Can you show me the location on the map?
I have no clue. That's all I'm guessing.
Shitballs. All right. Well, that sounds like
wouldn't that
a
be the
pressing
camp that
issue.
we were gonna bomb, but didn't?
What the fuck are the odds of that? I would like to glare aggressively at Stygius at this moment in time.
Well, it's yeah. I got nothing there.
I've got my hands in the Godfather's position, bro. Forget about it. What the fuck? I knew my gut was right, dude. I knew we should have bombed that camp when we had the chance when we were over there, dude. I knew it.
Yes, but
Oh, but at the cost of dragons, brother.
yes, it'll be difficult. That's for certain.
It wouldn't have been if we had done it the way that me and Quill were talking about before we left. It would have already been dealt with.
Well, the easy way is not always the right way.
You're going to tell me that blowing up the camp full of cultists and dragon eggs was not the right idea?
No, they still have the choice to attack us, and they're doing so. So we shall defend and return it in kind. But at least I didn't blow up what I didn't know.
Juicy gossip.
What?
Sorry, Stygius, but I agree with Damocles on this one.
Can we
should
pause?
have blown those
Did you
fuckers
say
up.
Juicy Gotham? That's what it sounded like. It sounded like
Juicy
Juicy Gotham.
It's a juicy gossip.
Okay.
That's funny. Very, very random.
Dude, I really thought you said Gotham. I was like, is the Batman gonna walk into this tavern right now?
Batman.
Justice!
Justice for Batman.
Justice for Sharash!
Freya goes, well, I see you guys have some things to discuss. Also, what the fuck is that group name? Actually, I'm not even gonna ask. I'm just gonna go drink. You guys, thank you. And she walks.
You're
away.
very welcome.
Wow.
I don't know if we can explain the group name to anybody, guys. I think we just have to stand on business and just stare at them until they leave it alone. I think that's the vibe.
That's what our name is, and if they can't accept it, they can get out of the way.
Fuck them. If they can't accept it, fuck them.
Yeah. Fuck them.
No murder, but fuck them.
No, we'll murder.
No, not for no reason.
Nope, I've given
Really?
up on
Not
that
for no
now.
reason you wouldn't blow up an entire camp of people? That's
Brother.
interesting to hear you say one thing and want to do another.
Brother, you cannot sit here and say that I had no reason for wanting to do what I wanted to do. That is a camp full of cultists, the same people that we've been fighting since I joined your little ragtag group.
That's correct, but they're still people, and you said that you wouldn't murder
Evil people.
Oh, I see. What defines them as evil?
The cultist part.
Well, there's plenty of people in cults. Good cults, bad cults.
Name
What
a
do you
good
mean?
cult. Name a good cult right now.
Well, a cult that doesn't harm any other persons.
Which one?
Well,
Make a
I'd like to
history
roll.
check.
Yeah, I'd like to roll for history.
Yeah, roll a history check. I
So-
want to know what cults.
Rolled a 16, and I will have you know my character went went to university, man, for whatever that's worth.
Oh, we got a college boy out here.
Okay, Stygius, you would know that there's only been one recording of ever one good cult in all of Odysseus's history. And it was called the Cult of the Mad Dogs. And they were a giant group that sought to destroy all those who opposed. Let's see, I'm trying to find the words here.
Hold on. Well, let's back up. So you're describing the most peaceful cult in the
Yes.
land, and
Yes,
their main goal is to go.
This is the most peaceful cult ever in recorded history.
Okay, carry on.
They were known to vanquish monsters that sought to destroy the lands.
Okay.
And what they would do is they would capture the monsters and then sacrifice them on an altar.
Metal. Damn.
That's why they were called the Mad Dogs.
Makes sense.
And they were.
Go
you
ahead
would
and
also
relay
know-
that to my character. Go
and
ahead.
you would
Go
also
ahead.
know
Relay that
the
to
Mad
Damocles.
Dogs cult was started by a group of adventurers called the Mad Dogs, who were very legendary heroes. The reason why Tiamat was banished to the Hells and had very little influence over the lands, and that's why there's a place called Tiamat's Torched Crater.
That's a lot of information for a 16.
That was a lot.
That's not even all of it. That's
That was
just
good.
16 worth.
So, yes, I relay. Well, have you heard of the Mad Dogs?
Do I have to roll for that?
Yes.
Okay, what do I roll? History? Okay.
And
5.
speaking of good names,
A 5?
I got a 5. Well, it's -2. It was a 7.
You have no fucking clue who the Mad Dogs are.
I'm still just in disbelief that you think that friendly cults exist. I think that's where Damocles is at. He's like, brother, no. Mad dogs, got to be put down, dude. Come on.
oh, but have you heard what they did?
No.
They killed monsters. They were individuals that went around and took care of the big bad creatures that are out there. I'm sure perhaps some of them deserve to live as well, but
Well, I think the reason why we wanted to bomb the camp, at least my reasoning, was less about the fact that they were cultists and more about the fact that we knew that they were working with Tiamat and the people trying to release the Dead 3.
agreed.
What she said, big dog.
I just wanted to blow him up.
Rico, butt out.
Okay.
Well, can we try negotiating in any way with him? Is it possible
I
to-
think we go back and bomb the fucking village, dude. I think we stop this ambush and then we bomb the village. The camp, whatever you want to call it.
We have to go get the other book, though.
That's what we're doing at the ambush, I thought.
No.
Or is
That's
no?
Merkel's
That's a different
binding.
book.
That's Merkel's binding.
We're after Rampage of the Unshackled is what you're talking about.
I think.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Okay.
talking about.
And where is that again?
Kelvinmore drone, I think.
If you'd like to roll a recall, I can do a little recall just for one person, though.
How do we do that? What do we roll for that?
Roll a d20 for me.
It's on Mount
Oh.
Eos.
Just a
And-
D20 on Mount Eos. Thank
Yes.
God that Cody takes fucking good ass notes.
We're supposed to find my father after this, so we will not be going back to bomb that village. And plus, it sounds like
What about
some
the
of those
eggs?
forces will be Look, if I'm known for known for saving a life that then decides to take me later down in life, then I'm fine with that. I did my part in the killing. I don't wish to see that on anyone else. But if they want to come out of their way, come here and attack these people, then yes, I will defend to my dying breath.
Attack these people with multiple dragons.
Yes, and it will be tough. But we need to show that
Then we
we're
just sentenced all
immortal.
these people to death.
No, we should evacuate and move these individuals to safe places, or if they're willing to fight, help defend this place. It's not all on us. It's not all on them. We come together. We solve the problem.
The problem will be solved if the dragon eggs were eliminated from the equation.
That's a piece of the puzzle, but think about it this way. Had we gone through with the plan and possibly bombed the individuals, and who knows what would have happened, if it would have gone wrong, or even partially right. There's still a large horde that would be coming after us. And what did we do today? Well, mainly you all, but you helped save this town. You helped save it from assured destruction from this black dragon. I mean, it wasn't going as well as it could have, but we came here and we made a difference. What if we hadn't been here at this time? Who would we have saved then? We'd have a dead camp and a dead town. We have to have something to fight for. Would you agree?
I would agree, and I do hate when you make a good point like that. But I still think that the right thing to do, again, hindsight is 20/20. I still think we should have gone forward with the idea to bomb that camp.
By all means, go forth. I think we have bigger things to solve, and I don't know. Perhaps a splitting would be good. A few of us go certain directions, and then we meet back. What say you all? And I say that because I see it this way. I think we need to prepare for the ambush and what could come from that, though it's very close upon us. We need to go to my father to find this book, and you want to rid the world of the dragon eggs before they hatch.
I do not think that splitting up the group is a good idea. I mean, even if we did, I mean, who do you suppose that gets split up? I mean, no matter what, disadvantage is there's strength in numbers. You know what I'm saying? Splitting up is not the greatest idea.
Agreed. I don't necessarily want to. But if that's the route that you want to go, I can't stop you. Or any of you that want to do
All
that.
I'm saying is that I think not moving forward with bombing that camp is going to come back and bite us in the ass.
And I think you're right on that, but we've already made that decision and we've moved past that. I think we need to drop it and continue forward.
You're right. What's done is done and what's said is said. I think we move forward with what we were already doing. But I want it to be known that I said what I said in the past, I said what I said now, And when what I said comes to fruition, I want everybody to remember that from a tactical standpoint.
Of course. And we'll be right there beside you, fighting you with you the whole way.
So we're not bombing anybody?
I do not think that we are abandoning the current goal.
Rico,
And
sometimes
going
we
to
just
bomb this
forget you
village.
exist.
No, I told him specifically not to fucking converse with what's happening. He has nothing good to say, so don't say anything.
That was great timing, though. Loved
Thank you.
it.
Be here all episode.
We'll see. We'll see. Maybe Cam starts rolling D100s on your ass.
Yeah.
It
I'll
said
just
it must
start
be
rolling
done.
That once.
It must be done.
Smited.
99.
What? No way that 99 can be rolled that many times. That
He's
dice is
always
weighted.
rolling a 99.
I've gotten so lucky with those fucking dice.
It's on the edge.
I'd be scared.
So then, if we're not blowing anybody up, what's our game plan?
Well, I turn to everyone and Freda, or it's Freda, right? Or Freya?
Freya has left.
Oh,
Ron is cleaning shit and handing out drinks. So
Okay. I think we need to talk with the last of the town guard then and prep for this ambush. What say you all?
That
I'm on board
probably
with that.
Sounds like a good plan to me, Mr. Sir Stygius.
Well, you all have... All right, well...
How much time do we have before the ambush?
you guys have, well, you have tomorrow and then you have the next day. You have 2 days. The next day is the day of the ambush. Not tomorrow. So tomorrow you guys pretty much have a free day. And then the day after that is the day of the ambush.
How far do we have to travel to get to the ambush location?
About half a day's worth of travel. Which should line up around time that you guys believe that they will be hitting that intersection.
Okay.
I think we should show up a day early. Stake it out, lay traps if we can.
Ambush the ambush.
Yeah.
Do we know that they're heading to this town, correct? Or is it just specifically to attack that shipment that's supposed to have one of these books?
So, from what you would remember, whoever's on the ambush team that is going to be trying to get Merkel's binding is just trying to get the book.
Okay.
The people that are moving the cart are moving the goods. They're going to the kingdom of Helm, but their next biggest stop is the kingdom of Tempest.
Got it.
What do you guys want to do?
Well, if we're gonna go set up traps, we should probably get some supplies for traps. Or how far of a trip is it to your dad's house? There, Stygius.
It's a good ways travel. It's much too far. We need to I think traps are a good idea. I think if we can ask some of the town's guard and anyone else in this town who would be willing to assist with us, maybe worthwhile. I don't know, perhaps in this case it may be better to split. Half of us go and prep the site, the rest of us try and wrangle some folks to come help, and we join you in the afternoon, prepping for the morning of the ambush.
Sounds like a good plan to me. I'll help with the traps.
All right. Damocles, you've got experience leading men, correct?
That I do.
How would you feel about recruiting some? I could use your
I
help.
will do my best.
Sounds
Excellent.
like I'll go with Quill to set some traps.
My thoughts exactly. If we are going to have to defend ourselves, make them fight for every inch.
I would expect nothing less.
On that note, I think I need a rest from today's activities. I need to treat some burns.
All right. Ron comes over and says, well, pick a room. There's only a few left anyway, so. It's on the house. Don't even worry about it.
Thanks,
Thank you,
Ron.
sir.
Pleasure's mine.
I hit the sack.
What rooms? What are the room situations looking like?
I would like to room with Quill.
All right.
I guess it's you and me, Stygius.
Looks like it.
All right. Stygius, Rico, you guys go up to your room. And Quill and Damocles, you guys go up to your room. Is there anything that wants to be discussed?
I do have something, but if anyone else has anything to discuss, go first.
I'm all set.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good.
So, I don't really know how to like. Okay. I guess Damocles is just gonna come right out and like start yapping, I think is what's gonna happen here.
All right.
Okay, so I have a theory, and I wanted to discuss it with you, Quill, before I talk to anybody else about it.
Okay. What's your theory?
It's a little bit personal in relation to you. It's just something I've been thinking about for a while. When I was younger, my father had a book about mythological creatures, and one that I distinctly remember reading about was a Wendigo, and it was a wolf-like creature with these mystical abilities that are tied to nature, and I just you fit the bill. You know what I mean? I don't know how else to say it. I figured it was best to come in private. I'm just curious
Are you
as to how you feel about that.
You do know that Wendigos are evil, right, Damocles?
I did not say that you were evil, okay, but I have seen you lose control a time or another. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to insinuate the fact that you are bad, but I don't necessarily think that your powers were a gift.
No, I would say my powers are more of a curse, but no, I am not a Wendigo.
Well, you look like one.
Wow. Thanks, Damocles. How polite of you.
Fucking shot down.
I don't know. Outside of the game, I don't know. I was playing a game and I was reading something about it and I was like, yo, brain, like Jimmy Neutron, fucking brain surge, bro.
Brain
I,
blast.
I texted Cam and I was like, yo, what
She's a
if?
Windigo.
I was like, yeah, that's pretty, dude, that's where I was at. Okay.
Okay,
I can see
Will
it.
has more to add, but Rico and Stygius, you gotta take off your headphones.
Okay.
I'll text you guys.
Yeah, one sec.
Okay.
Damocles would continue on and say, like, he doesn't mean to pry or anything, but it's just something he's been thinking about.
That's quite all right. I think it's fair of you to question what I am. Would you like to know what I truly am?
If you're comfortable talking about it, I guess.
I am half elf, half god.
That's crazy.
The Oak Father is my dad, and he cursed me.
So I don't even. Would my character even know who that is? Because I've never heard of that before.
Roll a history check.
Hey. Oh, I'm already in it. I just have to. 12.
All right, give me 1 second. You would know that the Oak Father works in relation to Sylvanas. Sylvanas is known as the mother of the wild, and the Oak Father is known as the nature of the wild. They work in part to pretty much be, they're very close. Their powers are very similar, but one's more focused on the plants and the wild nature of how things grow, how things decay, and a little bit about predator prey. A lot more of the predator prey and animal base is from the wild mother, Sylvanas. That's what you would know.
Okay, but like, I don't know what any of that means.
So basically, they're gods of the realm.
Okay.
They're one of the
And
gods of the
So
realm.
so
they're like the nature gods.
they're nature gods. I put that together.
So Quill is technically a demigod.
Okay. Well, I guess Damocles' question would be like, do you have control over what happens to you?
I'm getting more and more control slowly, but sometimes um my my rage overtakes me and I don't really have any control over what I do.
Do you still you have that you've mentally connected with Damocles before, haven't you?
Yeah, in the last episode we did for the first time.
As she's saying this, Damocles, you just hear she's talking to you, but you hear in your head.
I would like to bug the fuck out again. I would like to ask Quill what the fuck that was. The growling.
Quill just shakes her head at you and looks surprised.
I'll ask again. What the fuck was that?
What the fuck was what?
I don't even. It was like it was like when you talked to me in my head, but it was a growl, and it wasn't you because you were talking, and or at least I don't think
I
it was
couldn't-
you.
I can only talk to you telepathically when I'm in my wolf form.
All right, so it wasn't you. Okay,
No.
couldn't have been you.
Well-
What is in my head?
It wasn't me, technically. But it kind of was probably me.
What does that even mean?
I think you were hearing my curse.
Is it like TB? Am I gonna catch this?
No.
Okay. Why is it in my head?
I don't know.
Brother, what? You don't know?
I don't know.
This is like your thing and you don't know?
I don't know.
I would like to
I haven't
inform you
been
that makes me very nervous.
I haven't been an elf for very long, okay? I've
Cool.
only
What does
Then
that
here-
mean?
Quill,
only-
you hear in your head, he looks tasty.
Has that ever happened to me before?
No. But you know who it is.
Quill looks kind of shocked.
You
Anyway,
got nothing for me?
no.
You got nothing?
What do you want me to say? Or what do you want me to tell you?
I want you to tell me why that be what it be in my head when it is what it is.
It's my curse. I told you that.
What does that mean?
I think we should go to bed and talk about this some other time.
Okay. Damocles reluctantly falls asleep. I guess those other guys can probably put their headphones back on.
Yeah, I just texted him. You guys go to bed. Everyone else goes to bed. For some reason, it's not working.
Bedtime, I guess.
I don't know why that's not sending, but all right.
Damocles struggles to fall asleep. Faux show.
I'm back. I just saw that chat. I don't know how long it's been there though.
I just
He's
put it
tried
in.
to send it like
Okay,
9
cool.
times.
I've tried to text you, but it's been fucking bugging out on me.
We're back.
Perfect. You guys all receive the benefits of a long rest. Actually, one last thing, and if Damocles is okay with everyone being here to hear it, Toast.
What?
Sorry, I was explaining to Tina how my microphone works.
Do you want everyone to hear this, or do you want just you to hear it?
Just me.
Okay, everyone take their headphones back off. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, me too, but I'm interested and I want to do it for the plot.
All right. Just me and you, buddy.
Just me and you? That's like kind of sexy.
As you fall into a state of trance you've never really found yourself in before, there's a cold presence. With this presence comes a rough, high-pitched, excited, and light voice. You start to hear the voice, first quiet and in unable to understand, and it slowly grows in volume. You hear and feel the cold grow, and the voice goes, "Hi, my warrior. I'm excited for you. You have great things ahead. There will come a time where my voice will ring out once more. This will be the time I ask a great deed from you. The deed of self-sacrifice. But don't fray, because you will not perish. You will flourish and return to those who you travel with. Now rest. As the voice fades, the cold does as well. It was almost a comfortable feeling as it fades. Right as it leaves, you wake up to the morning sun hitting your face. Also, you feel something on yourself. You know those marks that cover your body as a Goliath. They are brightened with warmth and light. They are more amber and awake.
Well, didn't it glow before?
It glowed before, but now it's even brighter.
It was like a faint.
was
I know
a
it wasn't like
faint glow.
it was a soft red. So now it's like a bright, like vibrant red,
It's a vibrant, like amberish red.
like a Gatorade fruit punch red.
Close, but more yellow.
More yellow. Okay. All right. I suppose that would probably need to be relayed because that's like a visual thing.
Yeah, I'll relay that.
Okay. All right.
I'll relay that. All right, just texted him. Don't worry, I'll relay it when it comes up. But that's just for you.
I'm back.
Is everyone back?
Yes.
Yeah.
Perfect. You guys all receive the benefits of a long rest. Quill, when you wake up in the morning, you look at Damocles and you know that he has those. They're very like he has marks on his body, and they were normally glowing like a very faint red yellowish color. They're much brighter now. They're almost like an amber with a tint of orange and red.
Okay. Quill's gonna say, what happened to you?
I had a dream last night, and I'm not sure what to make of it.
She just
I
looks
woke
at
up
you
like this.
expectantly.
I'm not sure. Out of game. If you heard that, that was my TV turning off. Sorry.
It's all right. All right. Quill, Damocles, do you guys head down in the morning?
I will be heading down.
All right. Stygius,
Yep.
Rico.
Yep.
I will be
You
yelling
know it.
timber.
As you come downstairs, you see Damocles and Quill are already out. They're already down at the bar. They have Damocles has 3 ales in front of him. Quill has a bottle of pirate's rum. Ron looks like he is still picking up and sweeping up some of the debris, and the morning light shines right into the bar. And you see something odd about Damocles. Before, when you looked at him, he has this very light gray skin tone with these marks that grow like a soft reddish yellow. They're much brighter now, much brighter. They almost stand out against him, and they're like an orangish red, almost an amber with a little more red in it.
Damocles, did you have bed bugs?
I do not have bed bugs. What the fuck kind of question is that?
Well, you just have a lot of red marks around you, in case you didn't notice.
I've always had red marks, big guy.
Not like this, right? Am I going
I don't
crazy?
know. Dude, I had a weird dream last night. I woke up. It was like this. I don't really know how to explain it. Okay, I'm just Hopefully it goes away. Okay.
Hopefully, huh? Are you feeling all right?
I feel fine. I don't feel much different, if any at all, I guess.
You feel warm.
I guess I'm a little warm, but
Quill
I don't know.
says,
Maybe it's the changing seasons.
Quill says, I know how to make your morning better, Damocles. And then she goes out the back door of Ron's.
All right.
And I'm gonna go hunt for some squirrels and rabbits.
Okay.
This sounds like something that would make you feel better.
More lucky squirrel tails, baby.
All right. Roll a survival check for me.
Roll squirrel check.
I would like more than just a tail this time.
Yeah, can you
Oh,
make
lucky squirrel foot.
Can you make me a custom check there, DM, for my squirrel checks, game
Oh,
checks?
squirrel check. Oh shit.
I needed a. Sorry, now I got distracted. A what? A survival?
Survival. That is your squirrel check.
I
Survival
need
is your squirrel
I
check.
need a squirrel check.
I rolled a
On God.
6.
It's a squirrel tail.
You said you were going out to look for bunnies and squirrels,
Yes.
right? Well, all you're able to find are like 1 or 2 squirrels.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna catch them.
Make 2 attack rolls. It's midday, so it's a little harder.
I rolled a 10 and a 19, but plus. I'm just using my claws for this. Well, I'm using basically my multi-attack.
You're biting them. You're biting
Okay.
them.
Well, either way, it's a plus 7. So a 17 and a 26.
Well, you catch one squirrel like quick as like you see the squirrel run down off the tree and you're on top of him and you get one. And then you see another squirrel and you spend a good 10 minutes chasing him around before you catch him.
Okay. And then I'm going to head back through the back of Ron's.
All right.
And when I left, how many people were in there?
There was no one. It was just Ron sweeping up.
Okay, then I'm just going to stay in my wolf form and go right through the back door.
All right. You guys see Quill returns after a couple minutes with 2 squirrels in her mouth.
And I drop them at Damocles' feet.
Are they full squirrels or are they
And
just
smile.
squirrel tails?
Roll for quality of kill.
What do I roll for that?
Yeah, what is that?
A D20, flat D20.
The squirrel check.
The squirrel check. That's 2d20, by the way.
I rolled a 2 and a 6.
Damocles, she drops the head of a squirrel and the tail of a squirrel at your feet.
I would like to clip the second squirrel tail to my belt and kick the squirrel head at Rico.
And as you do that, Quill is smiling and her tail is wagging. She's obviously very pleased.
I would like to say to Rico as I kick the head, keep the change, you filthy animal.
Make an attack roll.
Where? What do you what do you want? Just
Make an
like
unarmed strike. It's for kicking.
just
this
an
thing.
unarmed strike? Okay. Just roll damage?
No, roll to hit.
Okay. 17 to hit.
You kick you kick this head and it flies right past Rico.
Oh man. I wasn't trying to like hurt him with it, but
Can I make the attempt of catching it in the air and throwing it back at him?
Make a dexterity.
oh shit.
Make an acrobatic. Actually, no, sleight of hand. Give me sleight of hand.
Plus 11. Oh, nat 1.
12. All right. You go to grab this you go to grab this squirrel head as it flies by you, and you reach out and you go to grab it, and you tip yourself off of the bar stool and smash your head on the ground for 6 points of bludgeoning damage.
Quill is on the ground laughing.
Still in wolf form, mind you.
Sounds like a cackle.
Damocles will know how creepy that cackle is.
Not that cackle.
You said 6 damage, right?
Not that one. There's
No,
maybe a
it's-
different one.
It's just like, I don't know. Like, it's not like what you heard.
It's not
She
that.
is laughing
It's not
in your
that.
head, though. She is laughing both in your head, Damocles, and Stygius's.
Oh, jeez.
What a dumbass.
I would like to just turn around on wherever I am.
On your ass.
Yeah. Yeah. Roll over and face away from everybody. And pull my hood up.
Bro's laying on his stomach, kicking his feet in the air. He's so embarrassed.
Actually, I'm more so curled up in the fetal position.
Oh my god.
All right. After that, what's the plan?
I think we move forward with the plan that we had yesterday, where everybody goes on their specified adventure.
All right. So it's Stygius and Damocles and Rico and Quell. So I need one of you from each group to roll an initiative for me. And this will be how we determine who goes first. What we go.
Stygius, what's your initiative?
I have +1, but I have advantage.
Okay. I'm +3, but I don't have advantage, I don't think.
I'm
You
down
wanna
to
do it
split
or
it
you
any
want
way
me
you
to
want.
do it, Quill?
What did you say, Rico?
You want to roll for initiative, or you want me to roll for
What is your initiative?
+5?
Yeah, you roll.
I'll leave it up to you.
Hey.
Oh my god. Okay, if you have advantage, you should probably roll.
All right. Give it a go. Got a 19.
That's not bad.
All right. So we're going to start with Quill and Rico.
Okay, I'm gonna return to my elf form.
Okay, roll a wisdom save with advantage for me.
Why is it not letting me? Oh, there it goes. A 7 or is that a 20 or a 2?
It's a 4.
Oh,
It's a 4.
okay. So I got a 7 and a 4.
Heads or tails?
You
Tails.
don't know shit, dude.
You try, but for some reason it's not letting you. You don't lose control, but it's not letting you.
Can I try again?
You can try one more time. This time a flat roll.
Oh, I don't get to add my wisdom.
No,
So just
you get to add, you just don't have advantage this time.
Okay, a 16.
Heads or tails?
Tails.
You can do it. Yeah.
Okay. Then with some struggle, I
With some
changed-
struggle, with some major struggle. Here.
I still can't get over it. You can do it. It's like
You
it's
do take-
motivational in a way.
You do take 2 points of psychic damage, though.
Damn. I need to.
It,
take a
it,
long
it,
rest.
it doesn't even matter. You know what I mean? You're good.
Yeah.
I'll never do that again. I'm sorry.
No.
What the
It
fuck?
was good. I know what you mean.
The emotion was felt. That's what I was going for.
Yeah.
Perfect. All right.
Yeah. It was golden.
All right. Quill Rico, you guys are gonna go set up traps.
We gotta
What
go buy
supplies-
stuff.
Yeah. What supplies are you guys gonna get? I mean, the town is in fucking shambles, so might be a little hard.
Maybe we see if we can find some rope, and I could probably set some snares.
I was about to say, are we already split up right now, or
Yes,
are we still?
You guys, they took off before you guys did.
Okay.
And they're gonna go get.
That kind of throws a wrench in my plan because I was thinking like, what if we connected like a tripwire type thing with like a rune that Stygius did some of his weird magic stuff to. I probably should have said that when we were all together. My time has passed. It currently can't happen in game. However, I think that is a good idea. Sorry, I didn't say it sooner, I guess. But like I said previously, hindsight is 2020. So, what do we think?
Well, I mean, we haven't went anywhere yet. I just changed out of my wolf form.
Yeah, and they're just about to leave. So
Okay, just about to leave.
yeah,
Okay,
like
I would
just
like
leaving
to.
the
I would like to
tavern.
ring a bell. I would like to ring a bell. Don't care if there's one around. I would like a bell to be magically appeared in my hand. I'd like to ring it to get the attention of my friends. Ring a ding ding. Ring a ding ding.
Hold on. I got you. Hold on.
Yeah, roll for whatever you need to, I guess. But
The magical bell appears.
there it is. Beautiful. What if we did a tripwire type trap with some kind of rune imbued from Stygius and his magical crazy business?
Yeah, we'll see what we can find.
Stygius, does that work with you?
That does. I do want to state that the more prep time, as well as the harder and sturdier the material is, the better I can carve into.
Then we'll do our best to conjure up an army as fast as we can and get back so that you have time to imbue these whatever they find, I suppose.
Indeed.
So are we talking like hard wood or like hard stone?
I'm not sure if it matters. That's a Stygius question for show.
It does matter. Hardwood, stone, and then metal. In order, those work better the harder you get.
Before anything else happens in game, I would like to ask the DM how much is like a metal that could easily be turned into shrapnel, like frag grenade-esque.
Um,
And would we be able to find it here?
well, that you would have to figure out if you could find it.
What do I
But,
roll for that? Can I
well,
send my friends there?
That would be when they do their stuff. If you want them to try to find something like that.
Okay, I would just have to tell them.
Yes.
So without telling them that I want frag grenade-esque material, because I don't think frag grenades would maybe be a thing in this dimension.
No, they would not.
How would I relay the information?
Figure it
I
out.
mean, just I hate you every time. I hate you. Okay. Back to game, I suppose. Speaking. Okay, go ahead, Stygius.
No, if I may, I this is outside of game in terms of, or if I may offer some advice just as a player, right? Would you like to hear that or no?
Yes, please. Anything.
Perfect. Okay. When you're given free reign like this from the DM, it's okay to get creative with it. In a fantasy world, you being a general at one point, think of a time that you can make up components from like a monster or something that you guys killed that had some form of explosive material, and like you came up with a sweet idea. Like it's stuff like that. Doesn't have to be verbatim, but make it your own and have fun with it.
Okay, so I forget that this is an RPG and that I can, like, to an extent, do whatever I want. I've only ever played, like, I only ever did like 2 sessions of a campaign before this, so I'm super duper learning while we're in this. I feel like I've learned a lot, and I do forget that to an extent I can do whatever I want, though.
Yes
Everything
and no,
is
right?
possible. Everything is
Yeah,
possible.
yeah.
And
I
it's
and I tend to forget that, so I will try to remember that moving forward, of course. Um, so with the information from the exterior that I've been given, Damocles would more than likely know from, I mean, previous militant experience, um, that there is ways to set fragmentation traps with tripwire rope-esque material. Um, I wouldn't, just me being new, I wouldn't know what exactly to call it to relay it to my friendly party members.
Make it
Um,
up.
Okay, then I would like to relay exactly what I just said. In previous militant experience, we've used fragmentation-like materials with rope to use tripwires to not necessarily dismember, but incapacitate opposing forces. Anything metal or shatter-like stone would be preferred in order to make this explosive fragmentation device.
Oh, do you mean like flint, perhaps?
I would love it if you got some flint. That's great. Thank you. That's the word I'm looking for.
All right, that's something we can add to our list. Or specifically, I suppose your two's list.
Harder to obtain, but sharper. Obsidian, it's glass-like. We love that. Um, really rips to shreds the kneecaps of our opponents, but again, probably very hard to find, especially in a town that's half melted. Um,
Dragonstone would certainly do it. That's fun.
yeah. What if we pulled some of the scales off of that dragon
Or the
and
talons.
and the talons too? Fuck it. Let's grab the sharp pieces of that dragon, imbue it to a flint stone, and then make that motherfucker explode, right? Like an improvised explosive device.
You all actually gave me an idea there. I look, I will be honest. This is rather difficult for me, but I could offer to make some sort of. Well, I prefer defensive items, but perhaps some sort of weapon for you, since we're fighting a good fight. But made from dragon pots. I bet those could be quite dangerous, actually, and hold magic quite well. They are very magic creatures, after all.
Oh
As
my
long as
god.
we're not within 30
Temporary
feet of that thing.
temporary dragon divine smite clause question mark for Quill?
Oh
I
man!
have no idea what that means.
It means
Um,
that I
I'm
will be absolutely fucking broken.
I'm talking about IEDs in the middle of the road.
You're still on your explosive part. Hell yeah! Oh god.
Stygius, is that a possibility?
Um, that could, yes. I think I need uh, or we need to find out if the smith is still alive. But yes, I think that could work.
All right, sounds like me and Rico got a mission.
Outside of game, would my military experience allow me to have some knowledge in creating this IED?
Yeah.
Okay. So if we can't find the Smith, okay, hold on, pause. Back into game. If we can't find the Smith, I could absolutely construct an improvised explosive device capable of shredding a certain amount of space.
Well, I will send you a messenger bird to tell you what we've found, and you can send it
Just-
back.
Just gonna hit me up on Twitter, eh?
Yeah, I'll send you a tweet.
Right on.
Wow.
Right on.
Wow.
Actually, I have a rather easy idea. If you wouldn't mind there, Damocles, I could use my psionic whispers and talk to you telepathically, and then we could just talk throughout town and communicate as needed.
What's your range on that?
A mile?
How big is town, DM?
Towns, I mean, it's not too terribly big. I think from end to end, it's about a mile.
Oh yeah, so that would work too.
I guess there's already been a couple of voices in my head lately. Let's add another.
Perfect! I'll be right in!
Oh no.
Oh, no.
Don't say it that way.
From previous experience, Damocles knows that he can only be there for 8 hours until
At
I
max.
terminate the thing. Yeah.
At max. At max.
Or until you
let's-
say, okay, I'm done talking to you, Rico.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
rolled an
yeah.
8.
So you hang up the phone.
He said, "New phone, who this?"
If it lasts more than 4 hours, though, you better let somebody know.
It lasts 8 hours.
He gotta go see a doctor. Speak with a specialist.
Exactly.
If you're having telepathic connection dysfunction, please contact your local specialist.
Your local alchemist.
Contact your local cleric.
You might have brain damage.
This reminds me of like the Shrek universe. You know how it's like mixture of fantasy and pop culture. Like, it's like,
90% of D&D games. 90% of D&D games.
I just want to throw back to Shrek 2 where Donkey and the Dragon have kids. I just want to say that's wild.
Shrek 2 is a very famous novel written by
The novel is crazy.
oh shit.
the Shrek series is a very famous set of books. Everyone knows about Shrek.
Okay, nobody talk to me for
green
4.5 minutes. I'm gonna run to the bathroom, but I have Bluetooth headphones, so I'll be listening.
Okay, so me and Rico are gonna go to find the blacksmith.
I'll just be going along with whatever Stygia says we're doing for the next 4 minutes. I'll be listening.
All right. Well, it's Quill and Rico first. So Quill and Rico, what are you guys going to find? What supplies are you going to get?
We need to go to the blacksmith, and then what else would be in town that would have like rope, things like that?
Well, I mean, you would know that the general store, if still intact, would have stuff like that.
Okay, well then we'll go there and to the dragon corpse, so I can maybe
think
have
I-
divine smite claws.
I have some rope. It doesn't really say how much. It just says,
You probably have a bundle, which is about 50 feet.
okay. Well, we should
Do you
probably
have
get more
money?
rope. Yeah, I've got 100.
Good, because I'm poor.
Hi,
Oh,
guys.
no.
I'm poor.
Same dude, same.
Well, should we find the blacksmith first?
Yeah, let's do it.
Cool. Do we need to roll anything to...
So you guys walk around town. As you walk around, you go to where you think the general store last was when you guys were here. Quill, you would know the general store. You go and you see that it is collapsed in, but there is an open sign on the door.
All right, I think we're gonna enter then.
As you enter, you see a rickety old man sweeping up the stones and trying to put all of his goods on the front half of his shop because the back half no longer exists.
Would I know this old man?
You would not know this old man.
Okay.
You've seen him before, but you would not know him.
Okay.
Oh, what can I get you guys?
We're looking for. Do you have any steel or
No.
We're looking for your hardest metal you got.
or stone?
Still, that would not be me. That would be the Dwarven blacksmith. I don't know if he survived, but he would have what you need.
And where is he located?
Well, if his building's still up, he's just a little bit further down the block. And then you got to take a right, a left, and then 2 more rights, and then turn around and you'll see him.
A right, a left, 2 more rights, and then turn around. Okay. Without,
Anything else I can get for you folks?
I think that's it. Thank you.
All right.
Thanks for your
Take
help,
care.
mister.
You're welcome, creepy man.
Well, that wasn't very nice of him.
Also very true, though. You are a little creepy, Rico.
How so? Is it my mustache?
I think it's your vibes. I am a bit surprised that you were unaware of this, though.
It can't be the creepy cloak and the handlebar mustache that I've got.
That sticks out 2 feet from each side of the cloak.
Approachability.
Literally, by definition of handlebar mustache, he could have handlebars because his mustache is that long.
Wow.
So you guys make your way. You guys go the direction that he said. You go 2 blocks down, a right, a left, and 2 rights, and you turn around and you see an iron, a chimney, and an older dwarven man working on a steel.
Well, looks like he's still alive.
I'm gonna take a wild guess and say that I shouldn't be the one to approach him.
Why do you think that?
Well, as you so rudely pointed out, I'm creepy.
Just a little. Mostly to women. Anyway, I'll approach him.
Well, hi there, folks. How can I help you?
Oh no.
She looks. Okay, Quill
Red
looks
flags.
to Rico.
Right away.
And I want to try to. Oh no, I'm not in my wolf form. I can't do it. Never mind. And I give him a look. My look. What I'm trying to convey to him is this looks like your type of person.
I would like to just turn around and glance over my shoulder.
Like, who are you looking at?
Okay. Anyway. Do you have any steel or hard stones?
Oh, yes, I have hard stones, and
God.
I have hard metal, too. What do you need?
What do you have?
Well, I got steel, I got iron, I got flint,
Herbert,
I
is
got
that you?
I got any hard rock or mineral you need.
We'll take some flint and some iron. Do you have any obsidian?
I might have some obsidian. Who's your cute little child there?
What?
Well, he's actually a
Excuse me,
halfling.
sir. I have no child back here.
Oh, you look pretty childish to me, boy.
Nope. And I'd like to turn around and walk away.
Good call. Good call.
Rico,
And-
Rico, wait! You have all the money. Come back.
Oh shit!
Oh, it's money
You're-
bags. Oh.
Jeez.
You're right.
I'll
Well,
do the talking, Rico. You just sit there and
Look pretty.
yeah, just sit here and look cute for this old man.
just
Yes,
don't
look
pawn
cute
me
to
off
me,
to
boy.
him, will you?
This sounds awful. Oh no.
As you come back, Rico and Quill, he gets a little bit closer.
So what can I get you?
We need flint, iron, and obsidian if you have it.
All right. Let me go check what I got. Feel free to have a popsicle.
You see that he wanders his way back, and there's just a bucket that says popsicles, and it's just small pieces of steel.
Feel free to have a popsicle, Rico. I think he wants to give you his popsicle.
Popsicle? Oh, if it's... I don't want a popsicle from Mr. Creepy Guy.
He comes wandering back.
Oh, yes, you do. Here's what I got for you. I have a sheet of iron. I have 2 flint rocks, and I have 1 rock of obsidian.
Okay, so 60 coins will do it for you, right? Yep.
No,
Sounds good.
it's gonna be
Here's 60
100.
coins and we'll
No,
call it a day.
What about, hey, let's
Why-
negotiate here.
Why did you
What
change from
about-
Herbert the pervert to the gay guy who's like 3 boys gone missing? You changed it. I'm confused
No, I
now.
didn't.
Let's negotiate
No, I
here.
didn't.
How about
If-
60 coins and a kiss on the cheek from Rico?
No.
That
No.
sounds
I
Rico,
told you
shut
not
your
to
mouth.
pawn me off.
I'm not pawning you. It's a kiss
What
on
is
the
this?
cheek.
Why don't
I'll
you
do
kiss him on the
60
cheek?
gold.
Come on, Rico.
What's the price without a kiss?
It's 100.
Okay, deal.
That's a lot of gold. Yeah.
How about 80? 80 and a fist bump.
Nope. I'll do 50 if you let me touch you.
If I get to choose where.
No, you don't choose where.
Nope.
Okay, kiss on the cheek and 60.
Nope,
Rico,
nope.
can you cope?
Kiss on the hand and 80.
No, that's 120.
Oh my god. Rico just kissed the fucking dude on the cheek.
I am terrified that if I get close enough for him to kiss me on the cheek, I will
By
not
the way,
be
this
coming
is
back.
a very manly-looking dwurf. Like he's built, stocky. He looks like older, it's like he's in his 50s, and he has this very like long, flowing beard.
I would like to look myself up and down and then look up at Quill and say, I am just 45 pounds. What do you think I'm going to do?
Rico, I'm right here.
Like I said, I'd do 50 if I get to touch you.
Nope. 50 is
Just like-
out of the question.
A kiss
Just
on the
one
cheek and
hand.
10. Come on, Rico.
Just
You
one
can do
hand.
this. You can do it,
I
Rico.
touch you for 5 seconds and I'll do 50.
Nope. 80 and a kiss on the hand.
Nope, that's 120.
Come on, Rico. Just a kiss on the cheek and 60.
Why is
That's
a kiss
good
on the
deal.
hand 120 and no kiss at all 100?
He has
What are we
nothing to
doing
say.
here, boy?
Come on, Rico. What do I gotta do?
How much gold you got?
Me?
Yeah. I don't care how much he has.
I got a lot of gold for you, boy.
I have 8.
Fine. For 80 gold.
60.
For 60 gold. I guess you can kiss me on the cheek. But, Quill, you do not get to let go of my arm.
Cool, grabs grabs
Oh,
onto
I
his
get to
arm.
kiss you on the cheek? I'll do it for 40.
Perfect. Deal.
Deal.
Done. Kiss the
All
halfling
right.
on the cheek.
He walks over and he gives you the wettest tongue-pressing kiss right on the side of your cheek. And he goes, I'll see you later, boy. And he walks away.
Quill, you now
Yeah.
you owe me 80 gold now.
This is for the team, and you only paid 40.
I don't see you sacrificing nothing like that.
He didn't want me. He was totally into you, though.
If I'd have realized it was 60 gold for him to kiss you,
No! It was 60 gold for you to kiss him.
he changed his mind to 40 though
When he got to kiss you.
Oh, I see. I see.
Come back
Okay.
anytime now. Bye-bye.
Okay, we grab the things and we head out.
All right. So you guys start to head back and you guys start to head out of town. Is there anything you want to relay to other team?
Well,
Tell Democles what we got.
Democles, are you there?
So
And if you feel
we
like
will
it, tell them
stop-
what you had to give.
I am here. You don't have to You don't have to relive that experience. Don't worry.
So what I will do is when you say, Damocles, are you there? We will cut right there and go to Stygios and Damocles. What are you two doing?
Well, I think first thing is we need to start recruiting, see if we can get some help for this ambush.
I would assume we ask around the tavern with the people who are the most excited about our existence right now.
I would agree, and then next go to the clerics, and then after that, the town guard. How does that sound?
That's the most strategic way we could go about it, I think.
Roger. Well, I will need some time to work once we get the talons from the others. So, let's start moving along here. So,
Perfect.
who's in the tavern?
There's
God.
no one in the tavern.
Oh. Bummer. Okay.
There was a bunch of people in the tavern last night that were all excited for you, but they have jobs and lives, and they are not at the tavern this morning. And they have to clean up the giant mess of the town. So,
I'd like to walk outside and take a look around outside.
as you look around, you see townsfolk. A lot of them at their homes or stores. They look to be cleaning up, trying to fix what is broken, if it is minor, or trying to collect the debris and rubble and try to collect some of their shambles of what's left of their houses. So that way they can either fix their house here within the coming days or move somewhere else. Along with this, you do see that there are some mages in town. They are from the kingdom of Tyr, and they look like they are just guild mages, and they look like they are working on repairing some of the homes in town.
I turn to Damocles and say, how loud is your voice?
I've been told I can make a big boom.
How about you draw some folks in?
Damocles would proceed to give a loud and boisterous call out.
What does it sound like?
Oh, I was gonna get there, don't you worry. If anybody out there would like to join the Dank Stank in their... okay, well now I've lost the word. I had a word, that's... I've been drinking. Damocles has too. So, in their triumphant voyage against evil, and to protect the realms against the bad men in which those who oppose us.
Okay, give me a
Come on.
persuasion. So
Well
just so you
done,
know,
lad. Well done.
I was setting the DC
Thank
off
you.
of what you said and how it went. Give me a persuasion check.
It went well. It was
What'd you
great.
roll?
I don't know. I didn't hear what you wanted me to roll. I wasn't paying attention.
Roll persuasion.
First,
Because you're trying to persuade the townsfolk.
okay. 10.
About 10 people come up to you. They all look like commoners. They're like, yo, you're Dank Stank? Yo, we'll fight with you.
Yes.
Just a bunch of dudes that look like their names are Chad, Tyler, Kevin, Kyle, Jason, Jared, and 2 more Kyles.
Are they armed?
No. They just look like commoners.
Well, what sort of combat skills do you have? Oh man, I did not mean to yawn there.
Combat? What's combat?
Okay.
God, dude, what's combat?
All right, let's try the clerics.
Yeah.
Have a good day,
Yeah.
lads.
Oh, what? We don't get to hang out with you guys?
I could sign some foreheads, I guess. If you've got a
Dude, that's
quill and
fucking
some ink.
lame. Nah, bro. You think I carry that shit around, bro?
Stay lame, bro. Peace out.
Peace out, fucking losers.
All
I
right.
would like to turn to Stygius and say that is this what the common folk have come to?
Well, most live fairly simple lives, and we're here to protect them as best we can.
Those guys sucked.
Well, we'll try to find some other better. I know a few others at the clerics. Well, that is if they haven't left on leave here. But yeah, let's head that way.
All right. You head to the cleric temple and the cleric training house. As you do, you see that there's a bunch of clerics. There's probably about 10 clerics, the high priest, and probably only about 4 training clerics. They are all standing in the temple as the high priest is just finishing a speech just as you guys walk in.
I would whisper to Stygius, I think that it would probably be best if you spoke to these guys.
Yes, I think so as well. One moment. I'd like to go to the doorway and kind of nod my head down and recite a bit of prayer of sorts in terms of the clerics there, or their oath, and then step inside and I then go to the high priest and say, well met. How do you all fare today?
Oh, Stygius, my boy, how are you?
Well, been better, but I'm glad that we could be around to be of service here. How is everyone from the guild?
Well, those that were in training, I'm sending them home. The events and watching their classmates get melted with acid, it's kind of a gruesome thing for a bunch of teenagers, especially those trying to be clerics. Giving them a little bit of grief leave They would be returning in the next month or so. They need some time to process. Our other
Absolutely.
clerics, we we have so much healing to do in the town. So many were injured, and we are getting more by the day.
I see. Well, I think then, unless you do have anyone to spare, we're trying to prevent an ambush from happening um, regarding some very large life and death situations, but it sounds like you're dealing with that as well.
Yes, yes. Here's what I will do for you, my boy. I will see who I can conjure up, and I will send you a message.
All right. I suppose that's all that I can ask for. We'll be in town for a little bit longer, but
Oh, don't worry. I can contact you at any time.
oh, I see. Well, uh, best of luck then, and keep to the path.
As do you. And best of luck to you. With how you guys filled that dragon, I feel even with the minimalist amount of help, you guys stand a fair chance.
Well, thank you. All
Good
right.
day.
Good day to you as well. I start walking toward the door and nod to Damocles.
Well done, Stygius. You fared much better than I did with the commoners.
Well, I wouldn't blame you for that. That's just the luck of the draw, so to speak. Let's go to the gods.
I agree.
All right, you guys head to the barracks of the town guard. You see that there's only two guards there's two guards guarding the door as you approach, and one of them goes, "Oi, what's your business?"
Let me hold on. I gotta find my notes from. Okay. My name is Damocles, General of the Right Hand of Tempest. Me and my squadron are attempting to prevent an ambush close by. I am curious to know if you have any soldiers that you could spare in the attempt to prevent this.
Who'd you say you were again?
My name is General Damocles of the Right Hand of Tempest.
I'm going to have to take you in.
My eyes widen.
For what?
You are wanted by the Kingdom of Tempest.
Wanted for what?
Treason.
Treason?
Yes. I am not the one that does the judging, but you do have a bounty on your head.
I'll go willingly. I've done nothing wrong.
Well, as far as what we've heard from the Kingdom of Tempest, you've done a lot wrong. They go
Done
and
nothing to forsake my empire.
They go and try to grab you. Is there anything you want to do?
Nope. I will go quietly.
And I step up and say, "Oh, hold on a minute. We're here to help. What are the charges?"
Well, apparently he was captured, and they believe, and as far as we know, we have no other information from any others, but he is believing to be working for Grumsh, and we see that as a threat at this current moment, so we must take him in.
That's ridiculous. We're here to help. Did you not see us? We, especially Damocles here, helped to take out that dragon for the town.
Give a persuasion check.
Ooh, that's 24.
He
I
goes,
accidentally rolled history. That wasn't. I was trying to click on my cube to see what he was rolling. Sorry.
that's fine. He goes, okay, well, I didn't see you then. None of us did. Thank you for what you folks have done. But I do want to make it aware that any other town that you are wanted in, they will try to bring you back.
Duly noted, and I appreciate your consideration here.
I would again like to say I've done nothing wrong, and
And
everything that I've done is in the efforts of my empire.
I would believe you, but like I said, we have very little information. The Kingdom of Tempest only told us a little bit. So, how may we be of any service for the debt you have paid?
Yes, as my friend here said, is there anyone who would be willing to fight and help us prevent this ambush from taking place?
Well, you may go in and talk to the captain. He would know but the best.
All right. Head in talk to the captain.
All right, you guys head in and you guys see a human sitting in a chair, facing out the window, holding some papers in his hand.
I don't even know if it's a good idea for me to say anything again.
Well, I say, Captain.
Well, howdy there. How can I be of your assistance?
Well, we're attempting to stop an ambush, one that we know that is coming, and is going to be performed by a series of cultists attempting to resurrect some dead gods. And we would like to be, we're requesting your services if you have any to aid us in preventing that ambush from taking place. We have the experience and we have the knowledge to perform this intelligently and plan for it. We'd like some more men in order to perform that without any losses.
All right. I can probably spare you only 5.
5 will do. The more the merrier.
These are not my best men. I need my best men at this current time, but they do know how to wield and do no combat. So
Well, that's better than the last group we asked. So
I will round them up. Where shall I send them?
I point out the map here, saying we are meeting here. Um, we have the day to plan, and um, we don't know the precise timing that the ambush will take place, but we're planning on starting in the morning.
All right. Right at that intersection. Okay, I will send my 5 men that way. Look out for them.
Perfect. Thank you,
Good day.
and to you.
All right. At this moment, as you guys leave the barracks, the captain's office, Damocles, you hear Rico say, Rico, this is where you say your thing.
Oh, hey there, Damocles. We, we just left the smith and, we picked up some steel, some obsidian, and, what else? Just some stone?
Flint.
Flint.
No,
And
we got
some,
iron, steel.
You got
Or
you guys got
iron.
a sheet of steel.
Oh,
You got two decent-sized rocks of flint and one medium-sized rock of obsidian.
okay.
yeah, so we got some flint, we got we got a nice little sheet of steel, and a pretty good sized little rock of this black stuff called obsidian, I think.
Am I able to reply telepathically?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
okay. So then I would reply, set the traps in places you believe that the enemy would hide, cross paths with, anything of the sorts. Once those are in position, we'll have Stygius imbue them with some sort of explosive rune, and that'll be the easiest way for us to make some fragmentation device.
Okay, cool. So, do we need to set up anything with the tripwire for your traps?
Set the tripwire just in case, but I'm not entirely sure how Stygius's magic works. He might be able to do something that doesn't need the tripwire.
Okay, sounds good. Well,
Alright.
Quill, it sounds like we just need to make sure to set the traps in places that we think the enemy's gonna hide or where they're gonna be running and crossing the path. And then we can set up some tripwires just in case.
Sounds like a plan. We also got to go get the claws and pieces off of the dragon as well.
Oh, that's right. Good idea.
So you two head to the body of the dragon, which is still in the main road of the town. As you head over, you start to harvest some scales. You're able to pull 3 claws, only 3 claws out. The other ones seem to be. Actually, make a strength check. Actually, so here's what I'm gonna have. Actually, we'll see how well this goes. I need one of you to make a survival, and one of you to make an investigation or a medicine.
I'll do investigation.
Sounds good.
Sorry, not investigate. Nature. I need one to make a nature and one to make a survival.
Okay, I will do nature. Not like that.
I just rolled an 11 survival.
These dice fuck me every time.
So an 11 and a 6. Rico, you take one of your daggers and you're trying to pop some of the scales off, and as you do, you break your dagger blade. There does happen to be some scales from Quill when she ripped the stomach of the dragon open, so you do find about 5 dragon scales.
Damn,
Quill,
broke a dagger.
you're trying to figure out how to get these claws out, and you pull on them, you try cutting them, but they just won't budge out of it.
Well, so I didn't get the option, but can I have the option to come up with my own way? I have an idea.
Yeah, come up with an idea, and then I'll have you roll for it.
Okay, I want to turn into my wolf form and chew them off.
All right. Doing this broad daylight. There's town's guard everywhere, just so you know. You would know this. You want to turn into your wolf form and chew the claws out.
Yes, so first, before I turn into my wolf form, I'm going to turn to Rico and I'm going to say, can you keep watch for me?
Of course.
Actually, wait. Do you have an invisibility cloak? Or
I
is
do
that?
not have invisibility, but my cloak does help me with stealth.
Oh, okay. Well, just keep watch and make sure no one notices what I'm doing.
Okay, works for
And
me.
if I run off, you didn't see me.
Sounds good. I'll turn around and start watch.
Make a perception check, Rico. Quill, make an athletics check in your wolf form.
Athletics.
At 29. Ain't nobody getting by me.
It doesn't say anything specific for it, so
You just add the strength modifier from
okay.
your wolf.
Okay. +7.
Okay. Natural 1. Natural 1. Natural 1? No fucking way. And another nat 1. Jesus fucking Christ. Rico, you see one person that seems to start glaring right as you finish getting one set of claws out.
Hey, Quill. Somebody's coming.
Okay, Quill's gonna take off running into the deeper into the forest.
All right.
I'm gonna turn around like I'm admiring the dragon.
All right. Quill, make a stealth check to try not to be seen running out. You use your wolf's dexterity.
That's okay. +7, so nat 20.
27,
Nice.
huh? Damn. All right. As far as you know, you did it without being seen.
All right, I'm gonna change back.
Make a wisdom saving throw with advantage.
10 or a 10.
Heads or tails?
Tails.
As you try to change back into your elf form, you're really struggling, and all of a sudden you are sent. You feel like you're right there, and then all of a sudden, boom, everything goes black. And there's a screen. There's like this red, like your eyes are covered in this red, but you aren't seeing.
And I would know this feeling from the ship, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm gonna try to mentally contact Rico and tell him to run.
All right. Rico, make a wisdom save. Try to roll low. Quill, make a wisdom throw with your spell modifier.
Is a 19 low enough?
What?
Oh my god.
Not a
Rico.
wisdom check. You need wisdom plus your spell casting.
Wisdom plus my... I don't think it matters.
Plus your spell casting bonus?
Because I rolled a 2, so that's a 4. That's a 6.
Rico.
I was supposed to roll like wisdom saving, right?
Yeah, you were. You did
Okay.
the right thing.
Okay.
You did the right thing. Rico, the person looks away, and with that high perception, you see Quill's coming back. but there's something off. Normally the eyes are green of the wolf. These are a blood red. And you feel like this static in your head. And you hear like, you almost hear the sound of Quill's voice, and then you hear...
Quill?
Hello, Bray.
Quill, is that you?
I need you, Rico. Rico, what's your AC?
19.
All right. You see this wolf instantly start sprinting at you. Faster than you've ever seen Quill move. This thing is going to get to you quick as fuck.
Okay, can I try to run into trees and stuff?
You can try to stop yourself. I need a wisdom save. Just flat.
Okay, wait. I want my dice. Do you have my dice?
I do.
Thank you.
Rico, you get to do one thing real quick before it gets to you, and Quill, you get to make one throw. One wisdom saving throw.
A 16?
Doesn't do it.
I can't even hit into the trees with a 16.
You try to jerk it, but there's no trees. It's just buildings, and you aren't close enough to try to veer it off. You veer him a little bit, but it's still in pursuit. Rico, you have one thing to do before it gets to you.
I am going to treat this like a bull in the rodeo situation. And I'm going to crouch down nice and low for just a second, stand there, put my arms out wide like a target, and wait until she is right in front of me.
So you're going to take the dodge action.
And I am going to take the dodge action, but I'm going to take advantage of my boots of striding and springing, which allow me to jump 3 times my normal jump, which I feel like should improve my dodge. And I mean, if she hits me, I'm going to use my uncanny dodge.
Yeah. It's just wanted to look up what the dodge action was real quick, so that way I know what you're taking. So you're taking the dodge action at the current moment, and the dodge action says when you take the dodge action, you focus entirely on avoiding attacks until the start of your next turn. Any attacks made against you have disadvantage if you can see the attacker.
Perfect. I am taking the dodge action.
And you make a dexterity saving throw with advantage. Is that understood?
Yep, dexterity with advantage.
Okay, well, he gets to you, and I want Quill and Rico to roll initiative.
I rolled a 26 dexterity.
Rolled a
20
26.
initiative.
Initiative. I need your initiative.
Oh, my bad. I rolled a 15.
15. Okay. Quill.
20.
20. Okay. Well, that is a... What for me? Ooh, shit. That's a 24 for me.
Oh!
Perfect timing. Right.
The chicken is crazy.
Not the chicken.
Okay, he's going to make some attacks on you, Rico.
I don't think so.
These would be at disadvantage, but since his sense of what's going on, it's just a flat roll. 18 plus
Bullshit.
Oh my
9,
god. Oh my god.
17 plus 9.
Can I make a wisdom save to try to mess it up as he's attacking?
Hey, you'll have to do that on your turn. That's why I had you roll initiative.
I got you now.
And a 15 plus 9.
What's up with that stupid +9?
Now you know how it feels to be on the other end of Quill.
Those are all to hit, or those are all damages?
Those are all to hit.
Okay, that's what I thought. I just want to double check. Yeah, those all hit.
Oh my god.
All right. This is the fun part for me.
I'm screwed.
Holy fucking shit. So that's...
Concerning.
Yeah.
Very, especially where I just rolled max damage.
Oh my god.
No.
Oh my god.
It's literally gonna kill me.
Okay. Holy fuck, I'm on a streak right now.
Not the time.
Seriously, not the time.
You take this wolf, this Quill, as you know, with these blood red eyes, runs up, takes one claw, bats you in the face. Actually, you get to make dexterity against. You got to make a dexterity against all of those, by the way. So what did I say? I think it was an 18, 19, and a 15. All plus 9. Okay, make advantage dexterity. I'll be clarified. You have to make a dexterity save
Okay.
against it. 22?
Yeah, 22.
So that one's
Am
Okay.
I able to use my uncanny dodge?
What does uncanny dodge say?
I gotta find it again. I just had it.
Uncanny dodge. When an attacker you see hits you with an attack, you can take a reaction to have the attacker's damage against you rounded down. Yes, you can. You
Okay.
do only get that for one attack, though.
Okay. Well, do I have to pick that attack now, or can I pick when I know what the damage is?
Well, I was just gonna give you a total, so I'm not gonna
Okay.
have the total.
Okay.
She's making two
Just-
claw strikes and a bite at you.
Okay. I don't know. Just we'll do one of the claw strikes.
Okay.
That was the wrong choice.
Damn it.
Okay. You take 47 damage.
Holy shit.
Whoa.
Hoof does.
And it looks at you and goes, and you hear in your head, run, little prey, run.
I guess
It is now
my turn.
Quill's turn.
Okay, and what can I do exactly? I know I can make a wisdom to try to change back to my elf form.
You can make a wisdom save to try to take control.
Is that just, I only get to do one?
You get one flat throw.
Alright. Nat 20.
Nice.
Hell
You
yeah.
take back over control. That red cloud goes to the green edges, and you can see clear. And you see that you have Rico bitten by the chest piece, and you throw him right as you gain control. Rico, you go flying about 5 feet.
Okay, I am immediately going to change back into my elf form.
Okay.
And I'm going to cast... Cure... Well, as soon as he lands, I guess.
Fix your
Gonna
microphone.
cast-
It's buzzing.
It's buzzing. Is that
Yeah,
better?
it's better.
I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds. At a level 3.
Okay. Rico, you get thrown, and then you see instantly it turns back into Quell. And then she runs over and puts a hand on you and casts Cure Wounds.
Which he heals for 30 damage.
Get 30 health
Nice.
back.
Hell yeah.
And I'm gonna say Quill probably starts crying and apologizing to Rico.
Well, I tell you what, that was quite the roller coaster of emotions right there. First, I'm helping
I
a
am
friend.
so sorry, Rico.
I didn't really know what was going to happen. I just saw red flash before my eyes, and it was in front of your eyes, and just all of a sudden you were on top of me, and then... Oh,
I'm so sorry. And Quill is just sobbing.
oh, it's okay. You did your best to heal me back, and I'm feeling pretty chipper now. What do you say we go set some traps?
Yeah, sure. Let's pick up those claws.
Okay. I'll carry the claws this time.
Okay.
All right. You guys head your way out of town. Damocles and Stygius, is there anything you guys are doing?
Petting my cat.
Damocles, this is my pet cat. I magically conjured it.
My familiar, if you will.
It wouldn't even be the weirdest thing that Damocles has seen so far on this adventure.
It's true. Well, I suppose we don't have any of the materials prepped yet, correct?
No.
You guys had just got done talking to everyone. You guys had just heard from Rico, and what do you guys want to do?
What time is it right now?
It's about midday.
Midday, so people would still be at work?
They would still be out fixing their houses.
Fixing their houses.
Or their shops.
What if we stop by the smith?
Okay, you want to go to the blacksmith. Okay.
Yes.
You go to the blacksmith. You see a small dwarven man, very muscular, with a very nice beard. He looks to be working on a weapon of some sorts.
I would like to ask him what he's up to on this interesting day that we've all had.
Oh, hi there. How can I help you?
Oh fuck, it's the same guy. Well, what do you got forged in there, my friend?
Well, most of my shit was destroyed. No, but I have a couple swords.
Okay. How many would you say that you have, and what would you sell them to me for?
Well, I have about 3. And I'd sell them to you for about 75 apiece.
75 what?
Gold.
Oh, that's expensive. Okay.
You have to start making out with him.
I was. What if I were to tell you that we need help with an ambush not far from here in an effort to maintain the balance of the universe?
Well, I tell you, I have work to do, so.
Would you settle for 75 silver and 25 gold?
I have to. Well, let's see here. I have to rebuild my shop. So
Okay, okay. I understand that you have costs to recoup. What if I were to offer 75 silver, 25 gold, 5 platinum on the condition that you also come and help us defend the position?
well, then who's gonna run my shop?
Well, no one's going to run your shop. You don't really have a shop to run right now.
I mean, I do. I
Ooh,
have
sick
half a shop.
bird.
I have half a shop to run. I still have
I'm offering
materials.
you damn near everything that I have for a few weapons and your allegiance to assist us on this mission.
Hmm. By the way, 5 platinum is like 500 gold.
I know. I have 10 though.
Well,
I feel like it
make
more
a
than
persuasion
covers the
check.
cost. Well, I feel like it more than covers the cost that he'll have to spend.
Make a
You're
persuasion
telling
check.
Do I feel like I have to get advantage with that 5 platinum, dude.
I
There's no
have the
way.
DC. I have the DC set. You
I
just gotta roll
I
it.
rolled an 8, dude.
How about this? I'll think about it.
I'm not paying you money on it. I think about it.
Yeah, I know. I don't want your money if I don't come. If I come,
Red,
I'll bring my weapons.
red flags. Red flags.
Big red flags, big red flags. Okay, if I'm not paying you up front, I'm willing to accept this deal.
All right. Let's shake hands on
I'll shake your hand.
it. Ooh, you got soft hands. I like
Okay.
soft
All right.
hands.
All right. All right. All right. All right. Okay, so that interaction is it's over. I'm done talking to that guy. um, I would like to make my way back to where the tavern was. Find fuck. How many swords? He said he had 3 swords that he was willing to sell.
That's all he had.
Okay. So I would need to find. Okay, so is that 3 that he can sell and still have something for himself, or he only has 3 swords, period?
He only has 3 swords, period, is what he was telling you.
Okay, so I need to find the 2 strongest Chads that were coming up and talking to us, and I would like to try to bring them on.
All right. Make a perception check. See if you can find the Chads.
24.
You're able to find, not Chad, but you're able to find Kyle and Tyler.
All right, all right.
What's the difference?
They're bigger, probably.
They look bigger.
They look bigger than the Chads. That's all I need.
You needed a 25 to find Chad. He's a hard one to find.
A hard one to find, that Chad. I was so close, but so far away. Okay, I'll approach these fine gentlemen.
Shaw, dude, what's up?
Well, I'd like you and your buddy here to fight with us, to fight with the Dank Stank in an effort to stop an ambush not far from here.
Dude, do you want to fight with these losers? Oh, bro, maybe.
Fuck it, we'll fight with you.
Fuck it is, boys. Glad you're in. I'd like to point to where we're meeting on their map.
What's a fucking map, bro?
Okay, I'd like to explain to them where we're meeting.
All right. Explain. All right, you do, and they go, "Oh, okay, we'll come find you."
Right on. We'll have weapons ready for you when you get there.
Sick, bro. Even if you don't, we'll just punch shit. Yeah, bro, we'll just fucking hit shit in the face.
Well, hopefully you'll be hitting shit with bladed objects.
Oh, bro, no, my fist never let me down.
I'd like to end the interaction.
All right, you walk away. Is there anything else you guys want to do? You guys do see Quill and Rico just leaving town.
I think we'll just probably meet up with them, I guess.
All right. You catch up to them. Quill and Rico, you see Damocles and Stygius catch up to you guys. I would like one of you guys to make, any that want to, make a perception check.
Oh, my perception is +8. 15.
21. Damn. Shit. As you guys are leaving, Rico, you see a group of people walking in front of you. They look like they're heading in the same direction you are, but they look like they're just simple merchants. Damocles, Stygius, you guys see there's people in front of you, but they just look like travelers. They do have a very short person. Looks like they have a halfling with them as well. That's what all three of you see.
Oh, goody, it's a friend. Not actually, but maybe it's my long-lost brother.
Quill looks at you with an odd expression.
And as you guys look again, they're gone.
And never mind. He's still long-lost.
Who was out there?
I don't know. There was just some folks, and now they're gone.
Well, suppose if we run into them, we should warn them, but don't know.
All right, you guys carry on your way. You guys get to. Someone make a survival check for me, just on how the traveling goes.
I will probably do that.
I also want to give the claws. I want to have Rico give the claws to Stygius.
Oh, by the way, you guys see Rico's a little fucked up. He's a little bit covered in his own blood.
It's 20, but not nat 20 on the survival.
Okay. All right. A natural 20.
Nope. 20, not a nat 20.
Yeah, dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
So you guys also do see that Rico looks a little bit fucked up. He's covered in a little bit of blood.
What in the world happened to you?
You know, it might be better if I didn't talk about it. But friendly fire, in short.
I cock my head like outside and say, "Well, do you need more healing before we begin? How are you feeling?"
You know, if you happen to have a spell, that would be great.
I'll do it.
I do also have a potion of healing that I can use.
Quill
You have
volunteers
2
to
potions
heal
of
you.
greater healing as well.
How much health do you need?
I have 46 of 69.
Okay, I will level to you.
Nice.
22.
Damn.
All right, you guys make your travel. Is there anything you guys want to talk about? Travel seems to be clear. Weather seems to be
And
fine.
I was gonna add also that Quill was very eager to heal Rico.
Why, thank you, Quill. That, that makes me feel very good.
No problem.
I would like to let the party know that I have 50 feet of silk rope.
Where did you get silk rope?
It's been in my backpack for generations to come.
Okay. Well, we got the obsidian and all the things Rico told you, and Rico, will you give the claws to Stygius?
Absolutely. As I imagine these claws are very large compared to me.
Yeah, they're about the size of your hand.
Well, I'll need quite a bit of time to prep these properly. I say we set camp. While some of us take a look at the layout of the land, then I can get to work on the traps, and we can begin prepping and setting those.
All right, you guys arrive there probably about 2 hours before the sun goes down.
I think Damocles would like to take a strategic look out of the land.
All right. You see that the road intersects. It's kind of forms a T. There's a group of trees that are in line. There's trees all around this intersection. There's a couple of trees dotted on the left and right sides of the one road that intersects with the road you guys were just on. And then as you hit the intersection up to your left, it's like a hill almost, and it has more trees and some rocks there.
What would stick out as far as hiding places for Damocles?
What would stick out for you? Make a perception. Actually, investigation, sorry.
17.
That's pretty good. You would see that the trees would probably be the best hiding spots because no one of medium or large size could hide behind any of the rocks that are around.
Okay, I would relay to the party that we should set up traps near the trees because no medium to large size people would be able to hide behind the rocks.
I would also like to scout around with my past military experience for anywhere that would be a good spot for either myself to hide or for the traps to go.
Okay, make an investigation check, Rico.
Ouch. A 10.
Ooh, a 10. You could probably hide behind some trees. You would know that the best spot to probably put those traps is in between groups of trees, mainly around their trunks, and do them in more of a vertical way, like vertical to the road. Sorry, perpendicular to the road, not parallel to the road. So that way anyone running between the trees will get caught in the traps.
Perfect. Sorry, what were you saying, Damocles?
I wasn't saying anything. I accidentally rolled an acrobatics check.
Trying to do a backflip?
No, definitely not. Definitely just an accident. I'm not breaking my neck on a 9 for acrobatics. If it was a high roll, maybe I would have done something silly, but no, that's just like probably not the greatest idea.
Stygius,
barrel
Quill,
roll.
what are you guys doing?
I'm gonna try to rig a trap with some rope to where, like, if someone were to step in it, it would grab them by the foot and, like, pull them and hang them upside down. Like that kind of thing.
All right.
And do we know what time of day they're supposed to roughly be coming
You
through there?
you have no clue, but you're probably thinking it's probably going to be around midday.
Okay.
Quill, make a dexterity to set this trap up properly. Dexterity or sleight of hand. So those that are setting traps make dexterity or sleight of hand to see how well you put these traps up. And then if you would like to camouflage them, either make a nature or a survival roll.
Well, I'm gonna use my. No, maybe it's not more.
I rolled a 20 for sleight of hand to set up traps over in the trees to try to.
Can you see what I
I
just
rolled a
rolled?
6.
Yeah, you rolled a 12.
Okay.
Damocles, you think these traps are perfect. There's no problem, and Stygius will definitely be able to scratch this on perfectly, and it will set off perfectly. Rico, where you have your trap set for Stygius to mark, they're in prime positions for people running in between trees, people hiding behind trees. You have a good coverage over everything. Quill, you're able to set that foot trap, and you're pretty confident that it's going to work well.
Okay.
All right, Stygius.
All right. Well, I'd like to grab a few of these traps and pieces of metal, and I'd like to start carving runes in them. I informed the team I can make 6 relatively large spells and runes, and near infinite very small ones.
As long as you can make a few big booms, we're all good, my friend.
So you guys probably, like I said, you have 2 medium-sized things of flint, 1 medium-sized thing of obsidian, and like a 5-foot by 5-foot sheet of steel, and then your rope. So you could probably make about 7 traps. Quill already made a foot trap, so you have 6 left.
Okay. Potentially we could put several on this big steel plate. And if we, if we could or get these, the enemy towards a funnel point, that could work out pretty well.
Well, no matter what, they all need to be explosive fragmentation to incapacitate as many bad guys as we can possibly handle.
Absolutely. Well, let's plan for that then, shall we?
Absolutely.
So, let's see. I think I'll need some stones in order to wrap some of the shards around with that silk. But I need to carve onto the stones themselves. So when they fracture, it would blow the shrapnel out. can you work on, or I'll prep the stones if you wrap them afterwards?
I can set up as many traps as you can set me up with, my friend.
Okay. So I'd like to start doing that then.
All right. You start carving. You carve away. You guys work late into the night. You guys get all your traps set up. Anything else that wants to happen?
I think Damocles is good.
All right.
I guess I'd like to know how many we can get through and.
Well, on that big sheet, you can comfortably put about 4. On the obsidian, you can probably put. Oh, I forgot about your dragon scales as well. And you can probably put on that obsidian. You could probably put about 1, and same with the 2 pieces of flint comfortably, making them explosive of some sort. Those scales, you can put roughly about 3 comfortably. You don't really know. Dragon scales are a material you really haven't messed with a lot. So you think it can handle 3, but you don't dare to push it because of what this is off of, because it could be very catastrophic.
Could we bury the dragon scales and have them be like
Landmines.
yeah, like a proximity landmine type?
Yes.
You guys want to fucking put landmines down? Jesus.
We can, but.
Well, duh. It's an ambush.
All right. Yeah, you could probably do that. You could probably make about 5 landmines out of the scales.
Okay, well, if Stygius is only comfortable doing 3, then we'll
No, he
only
can
do...
put 3 runes on 1 scale.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll leave that up to him then.
Well, I know we want to protect these, or get the book, but I don't necessarily.
Maybe not in the road where the convoy will go, but parallel to the road in places where the ambush could take place would be beneficial. Maybe far enough away that it won't come too close to the road as to hit any innocents, but there's always risks when we do things like this.
Yes, there are. I'd like to be a little more targeted than that. That's why.
Maybe some lesser runes in the landmine dragon scales.
Or what about, like, if you make the runes on the dragon scales and then you give them to Damocles to throw?
I think that could work out nicely, yes.
Because then it would be more like a grenade.
I do like to throw.
All right. I like that then. I'll prep these with a chromatic orb for when they hit, but to activate it, all it takes is a true strike in order to do so. So,
Right. Here's what I'm going to do, guys. I'm going to share my screen with you, and we can lay out these traps in actual time. Everyone can see that.
yes.
Nice.
Okay. So this is what I'm talking about. Here's like a hilly area with some trees. This is the road here. There's some rocks and stuff here, and some rocks and trees here. So where are you guys thinking of setting these traps? I will label them as red.
Which way are these guys supposed to come through at
Right
the people
here.
with the book?
The people
Okay.
from the book are going to come up this way,
Are they
You
going
gotta
left
make
or
a
right?
left. Yeah.
and they're going to go to the right.
Okay.
Okay, so then I would definitely want to do a tripwire on the left route, like that covers that whole road.
Okay, you want to do a
How long?
tripwire.
How much rope would that
5, 10, 15,
Further
20,
back
25,
than
30,
that.
35, 40,
Are
45.
those circles our characters?
Yes, those are where I just have you guys right now.
Right in front of where our characters is where I'd like to put the tripwire.
Okay. Hold on.
Sorry.
So it's going to take about 50 feet of rope.
Okay, I have 50 feet of silk rope. I'd like to use that so that it's like harder to see.
Okay. I will mark tripwires as red. Where do you want this tripwire at?
Like right in front of where you've got our characters marked.
Right here.
Yes, that is beautiful.
Okay, that's a tripwire there.
Okay. Let's say if we're arming the plate that we have.
Where do you want your mines at? Because I will do your mines in a different color.
I think we should do mines in one in each section of trees. Like in the middle of the left, in the middle of the right, and then...
Here?
Yes.
Okay, I will make that mine.
That's also a good spot right there. I don't hate that.
There's a mine there. Put a mine like right here.
Yeah.
All right. Put a mine over here somewhere.
A little bit to the left.
Right here.
Like right where the tree bushes like move out to the left more. Yeah, like in there somewhere.
Right.
And then I'll leave a little bit more up to Rico. I know he's got some strategic ideas with his militant experience.
So, in relative to like what you were describing to me, where would that be on this map?
Up here.
Okay.
In these trees.
Okay. Can I set up like a rope somewhere up in those trees to like trip people like a tripwire, but not to like cause another trap necessarily, or
you could set up one there, and one here.
perfect.
All right.
Nice and spaced out.
Anything else?
Lastly, I'd like to work on the claws.
Well, and where does Quill want to put her snare trap?
Yeah, where do you want to put your snare? Up here? Like here? So this will be the snare. There's the snare. Now, Stygius, in order to do those claws, can you carve Divine Smite as a rune?
Let me check here. I don't think that's one of the spells that I have.
Don't think that's one of the spells you have. Okay.
Nope.
Nope. Okay. So, the Divine Smite claws are no-go because he does not have the spell. All right. Any other traps?
So since I have the effects from that long rest and all of my things that have resets or reset, could I imbue those mines with my is it Giant's Fire's Burn? I think is what it's called.
No, you would have to. Those are only when you do physical damage to someone.
Okay. Okay.
Now, where will you guys be strategically?
think I'd like to be. I think I'd like to be in the bottom left. Amongst
Okay.
yeah, kind of further back in the trees, maybe up in a tree.
So, like, right over here.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Damocles.
I would like to be somewhere close to where the convoy is going to be so that if somebody makes it through, I can try to defend as best I can.
So, either over here or up here.
I was thinking like almost right in that spot you just had me, in that right
here?
corner there. Yeah, somewhere like right there.
Okay. Rico.
Could I roll another investigation check to look for any good like hiding spots for myself that
So,
are
you
like
would know the good
small?
hiding spots that you have would be like right here, right over here, and right.
Let's do the first one at the top of the line.
Right there. Okay. Quill. D. Quill, where'd you like to go? Where would you like to go? Because I mean that's your B shape. I just have it hidden for right now. In the tree? All right. I will put that. Okay, awesome. All right. Well, there you guys go.
Lovely.
You guys have all your traps set up? I do have to add some guards for you guys on your side. So as you guys are just finishing up doing that, you see a couple guards, 5 in total, and then the 2, Kyle and Tyler, show up as well.
Solid.
Wait, did the
Did the Smith not show up?
The Smith did not show up.
Oh no.
which Smith was supposed to show up, Damocles?
I don't know. He was weird. I don't even know. He was super weird though.
Quill
He talked funny.
looks at Rico with a grin on her face.
I don't want to talk about it.
Do you guys know the Smith?
Nope, not at all.
Quill just shrugs.
Okay. I would like to turn to the jabronis and let them know that they will have to fight with their hands, and that the guy who was supposed to bring weapons is a coward and didn't show up.
Oh, sick, bro. I don't mind fighting with my hands.
Yeah,
That's
dude,
what I like to hear, boys. That's what I like to hear.
We'll go fuck these motherfuckers up.
Okay.
All right. If that is all, you guys take a long rest.
Solid.
Is there anything you guys want to do?
I'll take first watch.
Well, you have plenty of people to deploy for you, so you don't have to take first watch.
That's true.
Well, how long do they have to sleep for them to be well rested in order to fight well tomorrow? Because strategically, we could just do our standard watch protocol and have our 4 hours for the people who need it and not even worry about it.
I mean, you don't know. I mean, they could always take 2-hour shifts and they could all get a good night's sleep.
I say for the first 4 hours, they switch off 2-hour shifts, and then I will take the last 4 hours.
Okay.
And if Stygius wants to, he could too, so we could keep a lookout.
Perfect.
So you and Stygius both are going to take the last 4-hour shift.
Yes.
Alrighty then. You guys all put your heads down, and the two bros, Kyle and Tyler, are going to watch first. Then the guards watch. They take their turns. And then one of the guards wakes up you, Stygius, and one of them wakes up you, Quill.
Well, shall we?
Yep.
All right. I need you guys to make a perception check for me.
I got an 8.
I got a 7.
Ooh. Ooh.
Let's just hope they.
That's no bueno.
Let's just hope
Okay.
they come from the direction of our traps. I guess.
Well, you guys.
Might
You
be
guys
an-
take your watch. You guys both watch. Nothing odd seems to happen that night. It is very quiet. You do hear rustling in the trees near your traps, but you do not hear any of them go off.
Well, quiet morning before the fight. Definitely going to be an interesting day. I can feel it.
Yes, I suppose I should fetch breakfast for everyone. With that, Quill's gonna go into the forest and see if she can find any bigger, not in the direction of our traps, but see if,
Not in the direction of your
No.
traps. Okay.
but see,
So are you going to be staying in your wolf form
yes, I am.
from this point on?
Yes.
Okay. I will unhide this then. Okay. So I will put you underneath there, underneath the tree. All right. You go out. You're able to find a deer that is roaming the forest.
Alright, I am going to try to kill that deer and bring it back for everybody.
All right. You are able to kill that deer. Roll a d20 for me.
11.
All right. You drag it back. Stygius, you see she returns right before everyone wakes up with half of a deer.
Well, that should get the men motivated this morning.
Quill's.
Unfortunately,
Oh, go ahead.
I don't know if we should cook it, given fire may give away our position.
Quill's gonna mime eating and then look at the deer and then look at Stygius.
Eat it raw?
She nods.
Well, maybe they won't be as enthused as I thought.
All right. Everyone wakes up. And it's the day of the ambush. Well, is there anything you guys want to do this morning?
I don't know about you guys, but I'm getting excited.
I bring Rico a piece of my deer.
Rico, she hands you half of a deer.
No, I just bring him a piece, like a.
Oh, a piece. So you see, she brings you over the liver of the deer.
Oh, why? Well, thank you, Quill. That's awfully thoughtful of you. Does there happen to be a fire going?
Not at the current moment, no.
Okay. Oh, never mind.
She just looks at you expectantly.
I would do. Would my psionic blades put off any sort of heat? Like, could I
No.
sear the meat?
No, they do not put off any heat at all.
Damn. Well, I would like to go ahead and spawn a psionic blade and, like, cut off a little slice and, like, nibble on it.
All right.
And look up at Quill and be like, mm-hmm.
Make a deception check.
It's really good. Oh, no. I rolled a 0.
0.
That's so
Well,
fitting.
you could tell he's fucking lying.
Wow.
Quill just lets that roll off of her shoulders, and she's gonna bring Damocles some, since Rico is unappreciative.
Womp womp.
Damocles. Ouch. Damocles. Quill brings you a piece of raw meat from the deer she has killed.
I would like to use my chef skills and cook it up.
All right. Do you want to start a fire?
Yeah, cook it up at once.
Yeah, that's usually how you cook stuff.
But you would know technically that might give away your
Yeah, if he tries to do that, Quill's gonna intercept him.
Ooh, okay. You have a point. I'm not gonna eat it raw. Would I have salt with my chef accessories? Salting meat takes time. I don't think I'd have enough time to salt the meat and it just like be ready to eat.
No, you do not.
I think I just skip out and eat some rations. Whilst being appreciative of the meal brought forth, I will explain the fire will draw the bad guys. It'll reveal our position, and I can't eat raw meat, so...
Aren't you a Goliath?
Yeah, but I don't think that means I can just eat raw meat, homie.
I feel like it does.
I think food poisoning still exists amongst species.
You could always try it.
I'm not gonna test the limits before a big fight.
All right. Is there anything you guys want to do, or do you guys want to wait?
I'd like to wait.
All right.
You go ahead and wait, yeah.
Rico. Okay. Stygius.
Yep, that sounds like a plan as well. So I think
All right.
I don't know. I don't know how everybody else feels, but I'm debating of can we postpone the fight until the next time, or you guys want to go forth with it? I'm assuming it'd be taking place today.
It would be.
Probably a good stopping point just right before the fight.
I mean, it's a good stopping point, but I really want to do it.
Okay. So everybody,
We can stop right after the fight, or sometime during the fight if we all choose
I
to.
feel like we should either stop before or after. Just makes it easier.
I also agree, but I want to have unanimity amongst the party.
true.
Unanimosity? I think
How
that
about
might be the
this?
word
How
I
about
was looking
this?
for, actually.
1 is postpone. 2 is do the fight. So on 3, say a number. 1 or 2. Okay?
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
1.
2.
How many voted for 1?
Wait, which was which?
1 was postponed, 2 was due.
I voted for 1.
I said 2, but I meant to say 1. I got confused.
Damn, I really just got outvoted. That's tragic.
Well, like my
I wanted to
shit's
fight.
my shit's
My
about to
only fear
die.
is it's gonna take like an hour, hour and a half, like
Oh,
a solid
dude, I
hour.
charged up all my stuff. I was fucking ah.
Sorry, Hunter.
I hate everyone.
All right. Well, that's good. At least we got the fight ground set up.
We did.
Perfect. Prepped and ready.
Well,
Kick off.
I
Next
will go to
episode
this
with a
real
bang.
quick then. As you guys prepare, you guys start to see the cart come up the direction of the path. It is about midday. And at that moment, you see 5 black flashes all of a sudden appear out of thin air. That's where we're going to end it.
Oh shit!
Damn.
I like it.
I hope everyone enjoyed. I hope you guys had fun. There's a lot of silence. I think I need to get a crickets.
I think that would be hilarious.
I think I need to get a cricket sound effect so I can just play crickets. Anytime it goes dead quiet.
That would be fucking great.
Yep.
Fair.
That's what I'm doing. All right. Well, thank you all for playing my players. And thank you to all that listen. Catch you on the next one. Peace out.
Peace
Bye.
out, Girl Scout.